So after using Fujifilm for 7 years, I have made switch back to Nikon. This is what I have got. I've got the Nikon ZR camera and Nikon Z mount 28mm f2.8 lens, and this small rig grip came with camera itself. Let's go ahead and unbox these and we'll talk about it. Nikon strap. Get some USB-C cable. Have some user manuals and instructions. So I got one extra battery with this. So there are two batteries here. So batteries will be completely discharged, so we need to charge them before using the camera. I got the charger with the box as well. This is the MH25A charger. This is a single battery charger. And what else we have got here? So this is the cable for the charger. The packaging itself is pretty good, so it's properly packed. Okay, let's open up the camera itself. Some nice bubble wrap. Actually, this is the first time I'm holding the camera because I've been trying to look at the camera at the camera store, but it's not available anywhere as a display unit in Bangalore. I've inquired multiple places. So Fujifilm, actually it was on this side to open the cap, but this is on the other side. Even though this is pretty small for a full frame camera compared to my Fujifilm, it's quite big. One of the main reason I got this camera is because of the 32-bit float, because I've been using the Zoom H1 XLR for a while now. The 32-bit float is a game changer, so I really wanted that in a camera, and also this big screen. This is absolutely massive. People are not exaggerating when they say something about the screen. It's quite massive. So this is how it looks on the top, the side, and on the bottom. So currently I don't have CF Express card with me because they are all out of stock everywhere. I have ordered a CF Express B from SanDisk, which is Pro Cinema, which has a sustainable write at 1400 MB. So yeah, hopefully once I get that, I'll start using it. Let's go ahead and check the lens now. Main reason to pick this 28mm is I really quite like the focal length, and also I was short of budget to buy a full-fledged video lens. So this is something that worked for my budget, as also I can use this once I get a video lens as my walk-around photography lens. So one reason for picking this over Z6 III, both were similarly priced in India. I shoot quite a lot of photos, but still I wanted something small. I have always used a small camera body, and ZR made more sense than the Z6 III. I don't think I'll be shooting the Red RAW codec a lot because of the space, not for at least for my YouTube. Maybe outside, when I travel, that I'll be using that, but it takes a huge space, and the CF Express cards are more expensive than this lens itself. The 640 GB that I am buying is more expensive than this lens. This cost me around 22,000. It's a plastic lens. There are two versions of this. There is a SE lens which has a vintage look, but that goes well with the Nikon ZF. So with ZR, I think the all black looks better. Again, this is a complete plastic build lens, but I don't have any complaints. It's build quality is quite good. So look at that. Okay, I'll get used to the opposite direction of the lens movement. And so yeah, so this is how it looks. It's quite small actually. Let me show you how much space it takes. So for example, so body itself is around 4 centimeter, less than 4 centimeter, but if you take the lens, it will be less than 10 centimeters. There is a other shorter option, that is 26 mm f2.8 pancake lens, but that had a slightly worse performance in terms of video focusing, so it wouldn't serve me well for my needs. Probably I'll buy it in the future for walk around lens, but currently the 28 mm is sweet spot. Yeah, let's go ahead and check this small rig grip. I have always been the fan of small rig accessories. They work really well with most cameras, and in this case I wanted to buy it, but I'm glad that Nikon has added it as a free accessory, because this camera does need that side grip. Let me open this. Okay, so this is how it looks. That's a small grip on the side, which feels nice to hold, and also you get multiple mounting options for your tripods. I don't want to spoil the camera's mount, so yeah, this helps because these are cheaper to replace. Okay, let me charge the battery. Okay, so I have charged the battery. Let's go ahead and insert it. Other cameras that I have considered are the Z6 III. I also consider the Lumix S5 and Sony A7 IV. I don't need anything more than 4K 60 FPS. So, and I also consider the Canon R5 Mark II. Reason for buying ZR or ZR is this cost me around 1,65,000 for the camera. So that is significantly cheaper than the other options. So Z60 is again, it was costing same, but since I am mainly buying this camera for video, thought like let's buy the video camera, and I'll probably get something smaller for my photography. And I need to get used to the power button. With the cage on and with this lens, it can be used for the street photography. I have a big hands, but it's not a small camera for people with smaller hands. So it is instant, like you can see here how fast this is. Wow, that is super quick. I've used several of Fuji cameras. I enjoyed it, but they are not really good video cameras, especially if you are living in a hotter environment. So I live in Bangalore, which is not as much hot as the North India, but it's still the temperature hovers around 25 to 35, and it goes up to 40 during the summer. So I needed a reliable camera, and hopefully the ZR fulfills that for me. Yeah, so this is the unboxing Nikon ZR, and hopefully I'll have a good time with this. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. I'm planning to make more videos on ZR and other tech stuff. Thanks for watching, and it would be great help if you would subscribe and hit that thumbs up. It helps me to grow my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.